this session, we have completed the following topics. What is a resource and its different types? Development of resources, sustainable development, Earth Summit, resource planning in India, and conservation of resources. Today, we will be covering the following topics: land resources, land utilization, land use pattern in India. So, let's begin. Resources. Land is most important natural resource. Why? Because all the economic activities of the human beings take place over land. However, because of the limited availability of land resources, judicious planning is important for its use. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, transport and communication system, etc. etc. You can imagine n number of things dependent upon land that makes it a very valuable natural resource. Used for various purposes of proper planning, no matter what we are planning in the nation's development, we think about land first, right? And India is blessed with having a lot of relief features, namely mountains, plateau, plains and islands. About 43% of the land area is plain, which provides facilities for agriculture and industry. Mountains accounts for 30% of the total surface area of the country and ensures perennial flow of some rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus, Himalayan rivers, and provide facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. About 27% of the area of the country is the plateau region, and it possesses rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels and forests. This provide raw material to our industries and feed them. Now, most of the area is covered by plains, followed by mountains and plateau. Now, let's move to next topic: land utilization. Land resources are used for following purposes. Firstly, the forest. Second, land not available for cultivation. It is subdivided into two: barren and the wasteland. These includes rocky lands and deserts. And second, the land put to non-agriculture uses, that is buildings, roads, factories, laying railway tracks, etc. Third category is other uncultivated lands. It is subdivided into three. Firstly, the permanent pastures and the grazing land. Second, the land under miscellaneous tree crops and groves, etc. And third, the cultivable wasteland. What is the cultivable wasteland? Which is left uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. Fourth category is the fallow lands. They are subdivided into two: current fallow land, which is left without cultivation for 1 or less than 1 agriculture year, and next one is the other than current fallow land, which is left uncultivated for past 1 to 5 agriculture year. Next is the net sown area. In a 1 agriculture year, the total amount of area which is sown in a country is known as the net sown area of that country. Now, what is gross cropped area? The area sown more than once in an agricultural year plus the net sown area total amounts the gross cropped area. Land use pattern in India. The use of land is determined by two factors: physical factor and the human factor. Physical factors, these includes climate, soil type, topography, etc. And human factors, these includes population density, cultural tradition, technological capability, etc. Total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. And in India, land use data is available for only 93% of the total area. 7% is missing. Why? Because land use reporting from northeastern state except Assam and some parts of Jammu and Kashmir, which are the disputed area of Pakistan and China, has not been yet surveyed. Let's talk about how have we done the pattern of land use in India. Between 1960-61 and 2008 and 9, major changes took place in the land use pattern. Net sown area. It has increased a bit from 45.26% to 46.24%. However, this is not a healthy trend and must be checked. Current fallow lands and the fallow other than current fallows are increased because of excess practices of commercial agriculture that exploited the land nutrients and made them unproductive or costly to cultivate immediately. The pattern of net sown area varies widely between different estates. It is over 80% in some states like in Punjab and Haryana due to intensive agricultural facilities, whereas it is less than 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram and Andaman and Nicobar Islands because of the physiographic limitations. Some of these factors are climate, soil, relief features, irrigation facilities, etc. Then the area under forest has increased from 18.11% to 22.78%, but it is still much below the norms of the 33% laid down in the National Forest Policy of 1952, which is necessary for the maintenance of ecological balance. We have rich flora and fauna. If we do not have good amount of forest area, then how we will maintain them? Forests help in preventing soil erosion. They are the lungs of earth and they provide us with fresh air. They attract the livelihood of millions of people who lived on the fringes of these forests depends upon it. Hence, I hope you understand the importance of forests. The land under permanent pastures is also very low and is still decreasing. We will not be able to properly feed our huge cattle population in future due to this problem. So, continuous use of land without appropriate conservation measures had created the problem of land degradation, which has a serious repercussion on society and environments. That's for today. Thank you.